Hey, so here is your video reading. So I have already pulled some cards for you just because I hate recording that process. I feel like it's so boring. So I'm going to answer the questions that you gave me through the cards and then also through whatever angelic guidance comes through or messages comes through for me. What I do is I connect to my angels, I connect to your angels. I always call in Archangel Michael and Raphael because I love working with them, and I hear them pretty clearly as well. So I'm just going to get right into it because I don't want to make this video longer than it needs to be and see what happens. So, all right, so I've already asked these questions, so I'm just going to read them out loud again to continue to connect to their energy. All right, so you told me that you were getting signs that you and Mark have a future if you are patient, a long future as a couple. So your first question was, are we on track for a healthy relationship in the near future? And then your second question was, am I about to have financial stability? Okay, so I'm going to go through the cards and I will go back to your questions and see how they relate to that. So the first card that came up was, and I'm using crystal angel cards. I don't necessarily refer to the crystals because I don't know a lot about crystals, but I'm sure that they resonate with whatever the message is if you actually look them up. So I'll tell you the name of the crystal and show you the card, but it's really the message that comes along with it that I use. So the first card that came up, and when I shuffled the cards and was asking, I wanted guidance based on your questions. So the first card that came up was Watermelon Tourmaline, and the message is stress reduction. It says, distress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. So I don't know if you're stressing about this relationship in any way, but this message is telling you to calm down, right? So whatever is stressing you out right now or is making you doubt this relationship, they want you to reduce that stress and they want you to rest, recharge, do what you need to do to like take a breath, stop thinking about it so much. Something that's going to help you get your mind off of it so you're not analyzing it so much. So let me know if that makes sense. Okay, so let me just tap in a little bit more. They're saying, yes, you're on track for a healthy relationship with Mark. So there's the answer to your question. I'm feeling like maybe he's feeling a little bit stressed too. I don't know if there's like some pressure on him for something. So maybe the card has to do more with him. Let me see. I don't know. I'm just going to say this because I don't know why I'm feeling this, but I'm feeling like really hot and sweaty. I'm seeing that. I'm seeing a man that's like hot and sweaty. Right away I go to like, ooh, hot and sweaty, kind of like he's working hard. He's a hard worker. He's stressing about something. I don't know if that's something that you know about, but if it is, just know that he's stressed about something. And I don't know if you're internalizing that as like something to do with you, but it doesn't have anything to do with you. So yeah. But they also want you to reduce your stress too. So sometimes I think that you're an empath, like I am. I get that feeling. So when our significant other or someone that we're close to is stressed out, we take that on. We take it on like it's ours. And the angels are saying to do your best to try and find ways to not allow that, because that makes things worse, if that makes sense. Like, you're stressed, he's stressed, and now you're both like, ah! So you both need to de-stress. Maybe you guys can do something together to de-stress. I don't know what he's open to. But, so the original question, going back to the original question, are we on track for a healthy relationship in the near future? The answer is yes. And let's ask the pendulum too, because I love using this pendulum. So let me see if I can get this in the video. All right, pendulum is Rosemary, Pizanna, and Mark on track for a healthy relationship in the near future. And that is a big, strong yes right there. See it swinging back and forth? Awesome. Okay, so that's just confirmation. All right. I think the next card also, okay. The next few cards have to do with both of your questions, but most of all your second question of, am I to have financial stability? So I'm feeling like you're very worried about finances. I'm feeling the stress of that as well. I don't know if you, I feel like you have your own business. I don't know much about you, so I feel like you have your own business. I know something about virtual assistant. I have seen that about you. I've read that about you. That's not something that they're telling me. But maybe you're struggling with that, or like another business idea or something like that, and afraid of financial stability. They want you to stress less about that too. So that comes into play with this next card, Amber, which is give it to God. And it says, take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and the answers. So a lot of times when we get so stressed out about finances, it's like they want us to get to a point where we say, and excuse my language, fuck it. Fuck it. It is what it is. And there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm giving it to God. I've done everything I can. I can't figure it out. I just have to just say, fuck it. It's gonna work out. So it's like having that faith that it's gonna work out. When you get to that really stressed level. My hands are turning on. I'm just going to put them here. I'm feeling like there's some kind of healing going on. So if you're open to receiving it, then receive it. It has to do with the stress. I feel a lot of stress around you, and they're really wanting you to de-stress. So I'm just going to send you some healing real quick. And again, if you're open to receiving it, then allow yourself to receive it. If you're not, totally fine, but I'm feeling guided to do this right now because my hands are on fire right now. Okay, they want you to take a deep breath and let it all out. And they're saying that anytime you feel like this, I don't know, I'm feeling like a lump in my throat. Sorry, I want you to see my face. Anytime you feel this stress, they want you to take a stop and breathe and to concentrate on your breath. Because there's a lot of stress about everything right now. Or there was in the past. I feel like it's starting to break up though. So yeah, they want you to breathe more and concentrate on your breath more when you're feeling this. Okay, it's done. Okay, I'm just going to go on to the next card and see what else comes through. The next card is Smoky Quartz. Love that crystal. Clearing negativity. Release negativity from within or around you. So that is the card. So they're also saying that you need to clear yourself more. I don't know if there's negativity or negative people around you. I don't feel like that there's a lot of negative people around you. I feel like it's more of your stress. That's what's feeling negative. That's what's feeling negative. So it's really about just doing like a quick cleansing. And they're giving me an example of what I do before I do a reading. Like I do like a really quick cleansing of myself and clearing of myself. And anytime I start to feel like yucky or stressed out or something like that, I take a stop, I breathe, and I imagine this white light coming down like through my crown chakra and just going through all of my chakras, all the way down through my root, all the way down through my feet and into the ground. And then I imagine it coming back up, doing the same thing, coming all the way back up. So it's connecting me to heaven and earth. And then I just take like a few deep breaths while I'm imagining this white light. And then I imagine the white light going out, like through my aura, really fast, like maybe a minute, maybe a minute, seriously. Excuse me. So that's what they're asking you to do, that a little bit more often, and especially when you're feeling stressed out about these things like financial stability and your relationship. Really taking a step back and just breathing and allowing yourself to just be, even allowing yourself to just feel those feelings and knowing that it's okay to feel that. They're not saying anything bad about you, like, oh, you shouldn't be feeling this way. They're just saying, not that you shouldn't be feeling this way, but there's other ways that you can to help lessen that stress of whatever is going on and whatever you're stressing about right now in your life. So just clearing that a little bit more. And when things just start to feel a little bit off, taking that moment to just clear the situation, or even calling in your angels to help it clear it for you. If you feel like you can't do it yourself, like I would call on Archangel Michael to help, clear a space or clear me or something, and just ask him to just quickly, please just perform a clearing on me. We don't have to get so freaking technical and ritualized with all of this stuff. It's literally just asking a question. Can you help me? Can you do this for me? I can't right now, So yeah, that's what they're telling me to do. Just need a little bit more clearing when it comes to being stressed. And then the next card is Unakite. And it says, answered prayers. All your great work has opened the door for divine solutions and support. Again, this is in reference to your question as, am I about to have financial stability? So they recognize that you're working hard and that you're really putting in work to create the life that you want to have. And they want you to know that they see this, okay? So they see that you're doing this work, and they want you to know that your prayers are being heard and they're being answered. But also they want you to know that sometimes prayers are answered in different ways, which you probably already know, but being more open-minded to knowing that sometimes the answered prayers are not going to come smack in your face and you're going to be like, oh, that's the answer to my prayer. It's just being more open-minded and knowing that every one of your prayers is being answered, and everything is coming to you for your highest and greatest good. So even if you're asking for something and you don't get exactly that, know that something better is coming in your life, in that way, in one way or another. But I feel like your answered prayers about the financial stability is coming. It's coming very soon, probably within the next 6 months or so, or maybe even less. And they're also saying, like, I don't know if you are strictly a work for yourself person, but if you have to get a part-time job to help with finances, then do it. Because sometimes that helps take the stress off of, waiting, like, when am I going to get my next paying client or something like that. I know for me it helps. As much as I hate working I work a full-time job. Of course I'd like to work a part-time job. But it does help, it helps me to feel more confident in doing work like this because I know that there's definitely a steady paycheck coming in, and like my readings are so far few in between sometimes. And then sometimes I don't have time to do it because I am busy, but it does make you feel a little bit more confident about knowing that at least there's a constant stream of money coming in. So they're saying if you feel up to it, or if that's something that you think you might need or something you've been thinking about, that it's okay to go that route, or maybe to get, look for other means of income. They might even bring more opportunities your way in that sense to for things that you haven't even thought of, to bring in more financial help your way. Okay, so the next card is from a different deck, and it says, God of the Underworld, something which no longer serves you is about to end. Yeah, so there's something that's been going on. I feel like it's something that you've been stressing about. Something is about to come to an end, and it's for the better. And you're going to know this, that when this ends, you're going to have like this sigh of relief. Like, oh man, I'm so glad that's over. And now it's going to make room for something else better to come into your life. I'm not sure exactly what it is. They're not telling me exactly what it is. Yeah, they're not telling me exactly what it is. So they're saying that you might know what I'm talking about. So whatever thought is coming to your mind, pay attention to that. And that's all they're giving me on that card. So, okay. All right, the next two cards. So what I forgot to tell you is when I was shuffling these cards just like flew out of the deck. I've used 3 different decks, and like they just like came out like that. I was like, oh, okay. I don't have to sit here for too long and wait for them to come out. They just came out. So these are messages that they definitely really want you to know. So the next 2 cards are from Archangel Michael. And he says, use your imagination and you'll see the answer. So these cards come with like little prayers. So I'll just read it real quick. It says, Dear God, thank you for granting me the wisdom and creativity to see your miracles in new and unexpected ways. I gratefully and gracefully accept and appreciate your help with this situation. So really this card is just telling you to use your imagination to see the outcome that you want. Visualize a little bit more. I know like visualization can be a little like redundant and a pain in the butt to like say, okay, I'm going to set aside a minute to 5 minutes a day to sit here and just visualize what I want. But what they're really saying is use your imagination to think about these things and how you want these situations to turn out so that you can get that feeling in the pit of your stomach, in your gut, of how you want to feel. They want you to recognize that feeling. So that's what he's saying by this card, is use your imagination to see the answers that you want, to see the situation turn out the way that you would like it to turn out, and feel what it feels like to have that situation turn out that way. And then the next card is, your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Again, Archangel Michael is just telling you to trust your instincts, to trust your intuition. And I think that you are doing that. I think that this is something that you have learned to do more and more. So again, it's a confirmation to you to continue to listen to that guidance, to listen to that inner wisdom, to listen to that divine within you, and know that you're making the right choices and that you are on the right path and you're moving forward. So again, to recap, I feel like your relationship with Mark is in a good way. I feel like he's stressed about something that's going to pass. You're both stressing about life right now. But yes, there's a potential there to have a healthy relationship in the very near future. And I would keep going with that, and just be open to whatever is coming your way with that relationship. But also continuing to work on your stress and knowing that you can give that to God and the angels, and they will help you. They will help you. Again, this comes back to letting go. I hate talking about letting go. I know it's a hard thing to do, especially when you're really hurt about something. But it's true. The more that we can learn to let go and let God, the much easier our freaking lives are. And I know sometimes it's harder than others. I really do. But it's having that faith and knowing that you can ask for help as many times as you want. And eventually you'll see that it's going to help. And they're going to help you to let go of whatever needs to be let go of. Know that your prayers are being answered. And the angels and God are clearly hearing you about whatever it is that you're asking about. Your financial situation is going to turn around. And they want you to be open to the opportunities that are about to come your way, or that may have already started to come your way. And something that no longer serves you is about to end, but in a good way. And you're not going to be stressed about it. And if you are stressed, they're saying to call on them, to ask them to relieve the stress. And let me just check in and see if there's anything else. They're saying just relax. We want you to relax. Please breathe. I'm seeing them taking like a big breath. They're saying we got your back. Everything is fine. Everything will be what it will be, and everything will be fine. Stop stressing. Let it go. And let us take care of it. We love you. Short, sweet, and simple. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope that this reading has helped you and has answered your questions. I ask you to please, please, please send me your honest feedback. Let me know if this has resonated with you, if it has helped you, if it has not. And I'm also going to ask you if you would kindly do a review for me. I'm going to ask you to do a review on my Facebook business page. I will also send you the link to that, but feel free to message me back in Instagram or on Facebook to let me know your feedback from this reading and this video. So I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much.